So this third one is a little bit more half-baked. I haven't really thought as much about the Rockets, so I apologize, Rockets fans who listen. But I have to apologize to the Rockets. Do we both predicted the under on wins, which was 41 and a half, I believe. Um, and they are playing really, really well. I think we had our, or at least one of the concerns that I had was their how many cooks in the kitchen situation. Jalen Green played really well to end the season last year, and they went on that long win streak without Sengun. But it felt like Sengun was the better player for the majority of the season. So how is that gonna shake out? How it's shaken out is that Sengun's been the team's MVP. 17, 11 and a half boards, 5 assists, back-to-back triple doubles recently. Offensively, he's heating up. Um, uh, Pam Fleet is shooting, has 15, 5, 6 assists, 2 steals. He's shooting pretty inefficient. So what happens if that gets better? Jalen Green, who has not been amazing, but 25 and 3. Amen Thompson has been playing well, 11, 7, and 2. Dylan Brooks is actually the first in plus minus in the league, which is nuts. Jabari Smith Jr. has had some games where he's playing better. Tari Eason has been playing unbelievably. I think he was referred to as like, could he be this team's Kawhi by Ime Udoka, who's brought back this similar vibe to 2022 Celtics. And kind of low key, this team also reminds me of like current, or maybe last year, Orlando Magic defense level. Because even though they're only 24th or 27th in assists per game, 24th in 3-point percentage, 22nd in 3-pointers made, they're first in rebounds, first in offensive rebounds, 18 and a half second chance points per game, and third in points allowed per game. So as this team's efficiency potentially standardizes to the mean, this built-in defensive identity that they've created is going to travel and has traveled. So they're 10 and 4. They play the Bucks tonight, who are 4 and 9, but still provide an interesting challenge. So to the Houston Rockets, you're playing well and you're fun to see. And I owe you an apology.
Fair enough. This is the one apology I'm going to push back on a little bit.
Sure.
Can I push back on your apology?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, their 5-game win streak that they're on. Wins against the Pistons, Wizards, 2 against the Clippers, 1 against the Bulls. They're a little bit better. They're definitely better than what I thought. I still don't know if they're going to be outside of the play-in based off this early season. Like I'm ready to overreact. I'm not ready to overreact about the Rockets just yet.
Sure.
But their defensive floor definitely is like to the level that we saw at the back end of last season, as you did mention. And I'm kind of excited to see where that can take them in the regular season. I mean, I've talked a lot about how depth can carry you really far in the regular season. And if they can win 47, 48 games, they're going to knock a really good Western Conference team into the plans. And yeah, so I don't know. So I hear your apology. I'm going to push back on it a little bit, but they're good. They're definitely a very good team. They kind of encapsulate like they're the reason why if I'm Dallas, I'm tweaking out. Like I'm worried right now if I'm Dallas with the way I'm playing. Because Dallas is gonna have to win 50 of their last 65 games.
Yeah.
Like if they want to be if they want to have any home court chances in the Western Conference, they're gonna need to win 50 games. So you're gonna have to go 46 and 20 the rest of the way.
7 and 7 at the moment. 46 and 20 gets you to what?
Let's give you 53 wins. You're probably a 3 seed in the West.
Um,
And that'd be really good. So that'd be really good. But like if Dallas is gonna be a 3 seed in the West, they're gonna have to win. They're gonna have to go 46 and 20 the rest of the way, you know? And so like with teams like the Rockets, who are gonna win 48 games at least, or 48, it might be steep. They're gonna definitely win at least 46, it looks like. So I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts with the Rockets. They're gonna be a spoiler for a team that wants to not be a play-in team.
Yeah. And they could be a playing team. They could be a playoff team.
I think they're probably gonna be a playoff team. This defensive floor is really impressive. They're gonna beat up on bad teams. No bad teams are gonna beat them.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a dogfight at least.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating when I say none, but I don't see them like they're gonna get like top end talent. Like Joel Embiid's gonna drop 50 on this team at some point this season. You know,
Mhm.
Giannis is I don't know the Bucks they're playing tonight. Like
Yeah.
Giannis might have 30, like 40. You know, and they might just win. You know, so there's gonna be situations like that, but.
Yeah.
I think in general, they're just going to beat up. Like, they're not going to lose the Pistons. They're not going to lose the Wizards. They're not going to lose the Clippers. Not going to lose the Spurs, honestly. Even though I think Wemby's really good. But, like, I just think their defensive floor is too good.
So there's a stretch that they have coming up where they will play the Timberwolves, the Sixers, granted, whatever. But OKC, the Kings, and then Golden State.
So that'll tell us a lot. That 5 game stretch will tell us a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you go 2-3 in that 5 game stretch, your record's going to look a lot better than if you go in five. If you go in five in that 5 game stretch, you're right back to being a 500 team.
And they could be 2-3 in this. They could be 3-2.
Maybe 3-2 in that stretch. But I mean, that would be good. If you come out of that stretch going 3-2, you as a Rockets fan, you should go bet. Like, we are nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Even if you go 2-3, frankly,
Mhm.
in that stretch, you got to be happy with that.
Yeah. So, to your point, though, I believe 2 seasons ago, both the Portland Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz were 10-4 to start the season, and then they both came back down to earth.
The
So
Wizards led the East after 15 games when I had season tickets 3 years ago.
that was crazy. I remember that.
Actually, a pretty good year to have season tickets. Yeah, I had season tickets that year. It was very fun.
Didn't they like have like 37 wins? Like they weren't.
Yeah, no, they were. It was just injuries, and also Brad Beal Brad Beal played the first 35 games of the season.
And then he was hurt.
Yeah, and then he was hurt, and we had like a Porzingis injury right before that or something like that. Because
Dang.
obviously Porzingis.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Only know it. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, apology deferred for the Rockets. We're like, it's in the mail. You're like still tracking it. It was supposed to deliver a few days ago. We'll catch up to you in like after the 5 game stretch.
Right. This is pending. I like that. Right. Yeah. That's a good call. So
Still better than we expected.
absolutely. They've definitely done better than both of our takes at the moment. So that is the end of my apology tour.